What's your first memory of knowing that you're submissive and liked feminization?
Yeah, so my first, it's actually one of the first sort of like fragments of a memory I have of anything. I was like 4 or 5 years old. Um, and it was, I'm very imaginative. I build whole little worlds in my brain. And in this one, um, we were in this big, it was like a castle, like a Disney sort of like cavern-esque room, and there was a conveyor belt running along the outside of it,
Uh-huh.
and on the conveyor belt were a bunch of boys lying head to toe. And the reason I remember this, or I had this memory, is the first time that I ever got a boner. And I didn't like know what that meant or anything, but I had this very vivid fantasy of all the boys on their little assembly line with their boners up, and in the middle, like congregating, kind of having champagne or whatever, were a bunch of women, and they would come over and kind of like pick us up.
That's so cute.
And that's really the memory. I have no idea what they did with this, but that was
Yeah, I love that. I mean, like it's really is like a Barbie doll, like
yeah,
fantasy in a lot of ways.
yeah.
I always love that question because it really is like says so much about like everyone's BDSM journey as we go along.